Good afternoon. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Zach Bloom. I'm the bowling coach here at Southside. It gives me great pleasure to get to introduce Jennifer Krontz. She'll be signing a bowling scholarship at Martin Methodist College. And I could stand here and talk about all the accolades that Jennifer's gotten in her 6 years bowling for the high school. She's been a 4-time state champ. She's been all-state. She's been all-region. And in 2019, she was one of the top 50 national high school bowlers. But mainly I'm going to talk about who Jennifer is as a person. Everybody who competes at higher levels after high school works very hard, is dedicated to their sport, and they're very special people, just as all 4 who are signing scholarships today. And Jennifer is all of those things, but she has something different about her. She's got an edge that it takes to compete at the highest level, and that a lot of athletes always try to find. Her drive and determination are unmatched. She's the kind of person you love to have on your team and really hate to have on the other team. She's fearless and never believes anybody can or should beat her. It's a quality she and I share, and that's why it's been such a pleasure to get to coach her for the last 6 years. I haven't had many athletes who want it more than I do, and Jennifer wants it. Every single game, she's going to give everything she has to try to get a win. She seems to take each game as a personal challenge, and she wants to overcome that challenge. And based on going 155-8 in her high school career, she's been on the right side of most of those. She's also a genuinely sweet and caring person, and someone I consider a true friend. We've had a lot of adventures together through bowling, and I'm so excited to see what she's got in the future. Jennifer, you're destined for greatness. Have a great time at Martin Methodist, and go Redhawks.
Most athletes have already signed their national letter of intent, but today we're going to honor them again. Congratulations. Garrett Warren to Faulkner University. Coach Nelson will speak on his behalf.
Good afternoon, and thank all of you for being here. Garrett Warren will be signing today with Faulkner University, which is an NAIA institution in Montgomery, Alabama. Garrett will join what has quickly become a very competitive Faulkner football program, known throughout the Southeast for the way that they play, for the quality of coaches that they've been able to attract, and for the quality of prospective student athletes that have joined their program over the years. Garrett, along with Will, who will be signing in just a bit, anchored the Southside offensive line this year, a unit that helped our offense account for 4,645 total yards. Defensively, he recorded 43 tackles and 2 sacks. For those efforts, he was recognized as a first-team member of the Class 6A Region 7 All-Region team, a member of the Gadsden Times All-Etowah County team, and a member of the Etowah County Coaches All-Etowah County team. And from my perspective, I've coached a lot of really good players. I've coached a lot of quality linemen. I've coached a lot of quality young men. Garrett will be a player that I'll always remember. I'll remember him for the explosive nature with which he plays the game. He's a fiery competitor. He finishes every play. In fact, sometimes we have to work with him to not finish every play quite as strongly as he wants to. But he is a tenacious competitor. And the way that he competes sets the tone for others around him, as I think his two teammates here today would attest. He has been someone who's led by example, and I think that so many of our younger players on our team will eventually go on to credit their time having played with Garrett as being a seminal part in their development as a player. And for that, I know that all of his coaches and his teammates are grateful. Garrett, I'm excited to see you compete in the years ahead. As I told you when you made the decision to go to Faulkner, I'm selfishly happy with that decision. I have a lot of family in the Montgomery area, and I'll get a chance to come watch you. And it'll be really exciting to get to do that. I know you're going to do big things there. I'm excited that, unlike me, they have seen the benefit of moving you to an H-back position, so you can be utilized as a lead blocker. I think that's going to be something that you enjoy and something that they get a lot from in the years ahead. So I'm excited to see you grow your career there, and excited to see the things in store for you in the years ahead. And on behalf of everyone who played with you or coached you, I want to say congratulations to you. You deserve this day.
Congratulations. Now we can have Michael Rich and his family. Michael will be attending Murray State.
As previously said, Michael will be signing with Murray State University, which is an FCS program in Kentucky, known throughout the FCS, the Division I FCS level, for their offensive prowess, known particularly for the quality of quarterback play that has come through their university. They've had some phenomenal quarterbacks and some phenomenal offenses. Really over the past several decades, they've been known for the quality of offense that they play there. Michael has a unique opportunity to get to go be a part of a program that really fits his skill set, and will have many opportunities there. For us this season, Michael was 139 of 237 passing for 2,370 yards and 16 touchdowns with only 7 interceptions. He also had 69 carries for 332 yards and 9 touchdowns. For his efforts, Michael was recognized multiple times as a player of the week for the 6A level and in various local media outlets for his performances. Michael was also recognized as a Class 6A Region 7 first team performer. He was recognized as a Gadsden Times All-Etowah County selection and as an Etowah County Coaches All-County selection, where he was also named the Etowah County overall most valuable player, though I think that may be news to him, but we'll talk more about that later. He was also, for his efforts, recognized as a Class 6A All-State performer on the 6A All-State second team as an athlete, because apparently his efforts as punting did allow him to move into the athlete category in addition to just the quarterback category. I worked hard to get that athlete thrown in there for you. As a person, I will never forget the day that I met Michael Ridge. When I first had the opportunity to meet our team in this very room, I had a chance to meet so many guys, and so many of them came and briefly said hello and introduced themselves to me. And there was one kid who kind of hung around in the back and waited to the very end to come up and introduce himself to me. And I think it was as much because he wanted to size me up as it was that he wanted to meet me. And I think he wanted to know who it was that was going to lead his football team in his senior year. And as a bit of an inside joke, I think he probably wondered why that guy's name was Gary, right? But I quickly saw in meeting Michael what a special young man he is and what a special player he is. He's someone who I will always recognize for the incredibly high talent level that he has. He's got probably among the highest ceilings of any player that I've ever coached. And what I mean by that is that he was blessed with tremendous potential, but he's also blessed with a desire to grow that potential in every way that he can. And I look forward to seeing how he's able to truly grow that potential in the years ahead at Murray. As a teammate this year, I think he was everything that I could have hoped for him to be as a coach. And I will never forget one week taking the team through a leadership lesson, and then Michael pulling me aside in the hallway and asking me what type of leader I thought he needed to be. And he responded to that by going out the next night against Springville for our homecoming game and probably having the biggest night in the history of Southside football at the quarterback position. So I think that, Michael, you answered those questions about what type of leader you needed to be. And I just want to challenge you to continue to be that in the years ahead. And very proud to have been your coach, and am honored to congratulate you on signing with Murray State University.
I would like to add the first time that I met you. Do you remember that? It was in the PE gym, probably up here with your grandmother, shooting basketball, and this kid's at half court, like swishing shots, half court shots in basketball. And I was like, he's going to be amazing athlete. But I do want to say one thing also is there's not been a day that you walked down the hallways of Southside High School and not spoke to me. And that means a lot as a young person, and just saying, hey, Coach Sanders, every day. So congratulations, and good luck. Will Warwick, you'll make your way to the table with parents. Going to Lindsay Wilson.
Once again, as previously mentioned, Will be joining the program at Lindsay Wilson College, which is an NAIA program, also in Kentucky, known throughout the Southeast for their style of play as well. Along with Garrett, Will did anchor the Southside offensive line, which again accounted for over 4,645 total yards. Defensively, he recorded 32 tackles and was a tremendous asset to our football team on both sides of the ball. For his efforts, Will was also named to the Gadsden Times All-Etowah County team. He was also named to the Etowah County Coaches All-Etowah County team. And he was also named to the Class 6A Region 7 first team, as voted on by the coaches in Class 6A Region 7. And I do have to say that it was, well, it was very interesting to hear the comments made by the other coaches in our region about you. You would have been proud of yourself to hear the things that were said about you in those meetings. Will, and it's so funny that so many of the comments about these three guys overlap, particularly between Will and Garrett, because I think it's been hard for a lot of us to see one without the other, because they've pushed each other so hard over the years and have worked so hard and been such great teammates for each other. But for Will's credit, very early on when I got here, I recognized very quickly that we had something special in Will. And what Lindsey Wilson is getting is a player that really on the offensive line, but on both sides of the ball, particularly on the offensive line, could play any position. He's versatile. He's an extremely intelligent football player. He rarely makes a mental mistake, and when he does, knows very quickly where the breakdown was and quickly gets it corrected. So for that reason, I would say that he's one of the, from a football intelligence standpoint, is one of the best linemen that I've had the privilege of coaching in the way that he approaches the game in that sense. He also has a tremendous degree of potential for all of the measurables that you look for in an offensive lineman: the size, the length, the footwork, the strength. He has an incredibly high ceiling and has the potential to grow into being an incredible lineman for Lindsey Wilson in the years ahead. I really think that they got a steal. I think in a normal non-COVID year, he would probably be at the Division I FCS level. But with everything happening with the virus, you know, he ends up taking a great opportunity at Lindsey Wilson. And I think both parties are going to be incredibly grateful that it worked out the way that it did. As a person, Will is just incredibly reliable. I think every time we open the weight room, every time we had a practice scheduled, he's one of the first people here, one of the last ones to leave, and is really a lunch pail kind of a guy that makes his teammates better by his effort and his dedication. And frankly, Will, I think you made me a better coach by your effort and your dedication as well. You know, I know that I certainly never wanted to do anything that put you in a position that left you to be anything other than as successful as you possibly could. So again, I'm very grateful to have had the chance to be your coach. I think that you've got a great career ahead of you at Lindsey Wilson. I'm excited to make some trips to come watch you play, and I know you're going to be really successful there. So congratulations to you on signing with